Okay. Let me check. I'm just going to pull it up on my phone really quick, make sure we're live, because I use Streamlabs once in a blue moon. If this is live, you guys should be here. As you guys know, if you're... Oh, it made the name the old name. I actually will have to fix that later. Um, as you guys know, if we're doing a stream on Streamlabs, it means there is something special, because otherwise I use OBS. Today, I think, is the third appearance here for Zona Monsters on the podcast. Everyone, welcome Zona Monsters in. Say hello, because something's happening on Sunday. We'll get to that a little bit later.
Yeah, I just got the notification that you're live right now, so what's up, Zona Nation?
Oh, yeah. So, there's a lot to talk about today, a lot of big things coming up. So, there's a lot of different places we could start with this. We should probably start. Monster Jam season kickoff is just this weekend, probably the biggest news talk that there really is. So we should probably just, I guess, work our way through each tour, how we think it'll go, stuff like that. I guess we should probably start arenas. Let's start Arena West, because you'll actually be seeing Arena West, I believe, in Tucson.
That is correct.
So, just kind of go through your thoughts with the lineup. If you need a reminder, I have it pulled up. And,
I have a pull up here as well.
Oh, perfect, okay.
Alright, so I gotta say, out of all the arenas, this is kind of an interesting one. I'm not saying it's probably the worst arena lineup, but it's interesting. I mean, first off, we got welcome back to Brandon Vincent. Last time he was in Arena West, he 2022.
Yep.
Then Ashley Sanford, welcome back. Great season last year. She did phenomenal. Tony Oaks, Thunder Roars, that's pretty cool. Wish he still drove Soldier Fortune Black Ops, but hey, still a good driver. MJ Solario, now hey, this guy only did a couple of runs, I believe, for the past couple of months, and let me just tell you this: he knows how to drive a truck. This guy knows how to cook when it comes to driving an El Toro Loco.
Absolutely.
And my boy Berto Trevino from Team Throttle will be driving Moss Smut Rottweiler. Of course, me and Jack, we did saw him back in September when he drove Kamikaze.
Yep.
And I did saw him in Yuma back in October when he drove Vendetta. And he was a very underrated driver, very underrated. I can't wait for him to see him again. And of course, we got the best in the world, Dalton Winder, Jurassic Attack, easily one of the best arena guys known to man. When he came here to Arizona State Fair, I mean, he probably did like a very long moonwalk into stop. I'll say probably go good 30 seconds, I have to say. So that's pretty good. And then we got the newcomer, James Colton, an Earthshaker. Used to drive Dirt Crew back in the day, but now he's driving another dump truck, Earthshaker, so that'll be pretty interesting. And I believe he also joined Team Throttle as well. And last but not least, we got Devin Wingfield driving the Blue Velociraptor, which will be pretty cool because we did saw Devin. He drove the other Jurassic Attack back in the Arizona State Fair. He did all right, you know. He's still in his rookie season, but I think for this season, for his first time being first season from Monster Jam, I think he can do pretty good.
I think that's all pretty good. Definitely excited for Dalton. I mean, you can't not be looking forward to Dalton. It doesn't matter. Even on a big floor, I'm really excited in, I guess 1.5-ish weeks to see what he'll do in Tacoma, since that's his first real, quote, stadium opportunity. I count it as a stadium, even if the track isn't. So I'm very excited to see what he'll do with that bigger floor. And with Tucson specifically, we don't usually see a mini flip, but I think this is a tour that's going to make the most of that. You know, Brandon, Tony, Dalton, even MJ, I think they could all put down some good things without needing that mini flip, and I think especially with technical moves, we'll see some good stuff from them no matter what, so that's definitely something to look forward to. Overall, a lot of rookies on this, but I don't think it's going to be a bad series at all. I guess for the other arenas, we'll go a little bit faster since there's not a ton to say without either of us going there. Let's go over to Arena Series East. This is a pretty For arenas, I'd say this is a pretty average caliber. We're seeing the Hall brothers, Zach Garner, Chad Tingler, and Overboard. That's his state series debut driving for that team since he's moving away from Stone Crusher and them. And then we got Kristen Gravedigger, Armando El Toro, Cody Dragon, and then Angelina Knox debuting in Megalodon. What do you think about this tour overall?
Pretty interesting. First off, a huge shout out to Kirk Kramer. He is going to win the series. He is going to win the series.
Clean
Believe me.
sweep show one.
Yeah, he's going to do that for sure. Angelina Knox. Sorry about that. First year from Monster Jam. Hopefully she does pretty good. The battle between Kristen and Armando, if I remember, for 2022, I believe Kristen and Armando were in the same series, if I recall, or was that Kristen and Ellis? I can't remember.
Um, I don't know. I get East and Central mixed up a lot.
I believe maybe the second time Kristen and Armando has been in the same series. I'm not too sure, but that will be pretty interesting. Of course, Cody Saucier, welcome back, Dragon. Wish he was in stadiums, but oh well. And then my boy Zach Garner, Wildside. For the past couple of months, we've been doing stadiums. We've been doing pretty good, except for Glendale. Like, don't know what happened in Glendale. I mean, he
I
cooked
think
at
it was
the other
electrical problems, probably.
he cooked at the other Texas shows, but Glendale. Look, I'm just happy to see Wildside. It's one of my favorite independent trucks. Then of course, Chad Tingler driving overboard. That'll be pretty interesting. Don't know what body it will be, but we will see.
I believe his is the red one, or
Mm,
at least it was before. Might be going into the season. I'm not sure. Um,
but it.
yeah. Honestly, it has Armando, it has Zach, and it has Cody. Overall, I'm not really looking forward to the series that much outside of them. Angelina, I'm not gonna trash on her. She's a rookie, but she's definitely gonna need to work on her driving based on what we saw this past fall, in the third quarter. Apart from that, you got the Hall brothers. They're gonna obviously win the tour first and second. Um, we got Chad Tingler. He honestly, for I think he performs better in stadiums since we did see him in New Orleans 2022. He had some pretty good air. I don't think he's meant for arenas, but he can do some good things in arenas, and he had a couple good saves this year when he was driving Zombie. Kristen, you could say what you want about Kristen. I don't like her driving style. I'm not gonna say she's a terrible driver. She's not, and she did place podium this year, I think. But I don't like her driving style, and I think it only I think I dislike it more after her World Finals freestyle this year. Zero momentum, but she filled the time. I don't know. I'm gonna move past that because otherwise I'll be here forever. Zach Armando, Cody are definitely gonna carry this series, but we might see some highlights from Kristen for sure, and maybe Chad as well. Last arenas finally, because arenas are kind of boring. We got a series. Is this Central? Yeah, Arena Series Central, and this one is going to be one to watch, I think. We have quite the lineup here, you guys can see. I'll let Max take the lead on this one.
Well, we got my boy Weston Anderson, probably the best gravedigger driver known to man. Look, I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry for saying that. Look, Tyler's pretty good, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I like a lot of kids are saying like, oh man, Tyler's the best gravedigger driver known to man. Well, us back in the day, us fans back in the day, we had Dennis Anderson, like the best gravedigger driver, and Weston, I believe he has that Dennis Anderson style, which I really love. Like when he drove in Glendale, that crash was like a Dennis Anderson crash. That was so good.
This and
And
last year, both years he had
yeah,
it like
this
that
and last year,
crash.
yeah. So Weston is like his dad. I really like his driving style. Hopefully Weston can win again. I can definitely see Weston win again for a third time in a year. We got another rookie, Fernando Martinez. He did pretty good for the shows that he had for the third quarter. Same thing with MJ Solorio. I think he knew pretty good for this tour. And we got Jamie Sullivan, which for the past couple of months been doing stadiums and of course Superstar Challenge. She did not disappoint in Superstar Challenge, I'll tell you that. And I know she did her first ever 2 mini flips. So hopefully we can see more mini flips for her this season. Then coming back from Amsterdam, Rihanna Mahan, not driving Whiplash instead of her driving her original truck, Scooby Doo, which is pretty interesting. And then we got Michaela Tulitska, Megalodon. She did pretty good for a rookie season, but Since this is gonna be her second year, I believe she can do better. And then her brother, Brandon Teleska, and get her done. He did pretty good this last year. He's doing pretty good with his moonwalks and everything, which I like. And then we got another rookie, Alex Spartan from Stone Crusher. Uh, what truck did he drove before? I forgot.
We saw him drive Outlaw this past show, and
Oh shoot, huh? I just realized that.
yeah.
Oh wow, that's interesting. And then we got the GOAT himself, Frank Kreml Zombie.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we're all my Donkey Kong fans. Miss that truck so much. But yeah, I think this is probably the best arena series for this year, in my
I
opinion.
Yeah, I think that's pretty agreeable because this series, like all these series are gonna have some good action. You know, West definitely, East from a few, but competitively, I think this is gonna be a huge series to watch. And I've heard someone else talk about this. I don't remember where I'd heard about it, but the battle between Weston and Fernando could honestly be pretty interesting. With Fernando winning 3 out of 4 events in one weekend, with Tyler at that same show, I think he might end up being one to watch out for. Maybe he'll do what Weston Anderson did and win his rookie season. You never know. I think both of them are going to be crazy to watch. Weston's never disappointed at any show, unless it was for truck problems. Jamie Sullivan, I'm just excited to see where her improvement will be. She's not making world finals, I don't think, but I still want to see where her driving will be at. Brianna Mahan making her return. Her and Cody both need stadiums back. They could. I think they should make a third stadium series with Weston on it for sure. I think he even
Oh my
deserves
god.
it more than Brandon. I mean, he's had incredible shows. So,
Yeah.
um, Michaela, pretty solid. Not a ton to say there. Brandon, he's gonna be one to watch out for as well, especially with those technical moves. But I think he's done a couple mini flips, and he'll get some big air. Alex Barding, I have some bias towards him because he gave me a helmet before. Um,
Mhm.
he's a He's a pretty solid driver. We'll probably see, if anything, error from him. I'm not expecting too much else, but you never know. Frank Krimmel not made for arenas, and to be honest, he might have ran his course, but I mean, he's still a pretty good driver, so I'm not going to trash on him for it. Overall, though, this is definitely going to be the series to watch, and if I'm going to watch any highlights from arenas, it's going to be this tour. Alright, that's all the boring stuff. We can talk about the fun stuff now. And this is the series that I think 90% of the sport is most looking forward to right now. Stadium Championship Series West. We are both going to be lucky enough to see this tour this year. What do you have to say about Series West?
Well, finally, we got Adam Anderson in Sirius West. I mean, last time we had Adam Glendale was the Fall Show in 2022. Won racing, did our riding skills, had a good free stop, but couldn't win it. And look, Adam is my favorite Anderson. I mean, he's the best. Like when it comes to like for the pit party, like he's like so fun to talk to. And of course, we got Bari. Welcome back, Bari. Uh, Coming back from Zombie after he's been doing international. He's been driving Black Panther. He's doing pretty good. We're driving Black Panther. Then we got Son of a Digger, Power by Hoonigan. Ryan Anderson's going versus Adam for the first time, I believe. I don't recall them versing each other. Then Caleb Bledsoe, just fortunate. She did all right last year. I mean, her Superstar Challenge freestyle was all right,
Yep.
I guess. Corey Rummel, Megalodon. He cooked last year in Glendale. He can do it again. I'm so excited to see him back. Cole Stevens is back to Thunder Wars. Won World Finals last year. The terrible in Glendale ball, and did that cool crash in Superstar. But I mean, hey, Cole is still a good driver. And then welcome back, Cameron Murphy, the Bakugan Dragonoid, one of the most underrated drivers. He can definitely be in top 3 for sure. I can definitely
I think it's kind of guaranteed.
guarantee for him top 3. We got Chris Cole, Monster Mutt. He can definitely be in top 5. For his rookie season last year was probably one of the best rookie seasons, other than Weston from his first season. Chris Kohler's was just amazing last year. And they've got Mr. Excitement himself, Jim Kohler. He tear it up in Superstar Challenge. It was like seeing 2011 Jim Kohler all over again. Hopefully this season we can see that Jim Kohler again.
We didn't get another win finally.
Yeah, hopefully. Then we got Joe Foley, El Toro Loco. Sucks he's not driving his own truck, Axe. But hey, Joe Foley, he did pretty good for his rookie season last year. I believe he won just one freestyle win
Kansas
for the
City, I
last
think.
Kansas City. That's about it. But very underrated driver. Then we got the boss himself, Mike Christensen. Pretty good driver. I believe he won Breakout Star of the Year for the awards last year, and he deserves that because I think last year that was probably Mike's greatest season. I must say. And we got the man, the myth, the legend, David Tutalo for. I'm gonna tell you this: he is gonna cook in Stadium Series West. He's definitely gonna be in top five for sure. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I have to agree with almost everything you said. There's not a single one of these drivers is going to disappoint, and I will say that with confidence. Adam, the main reason that I'll prefer Adam over Tyler any day is he'll definitely get more momentum and he'll get more cross threading. Those are two things I really like to look out for. Adam will nail them both. Bari, he will always get good air. He did really good in Glendale earlier this year, so I'm excited to see him back. Ryan's like top of the sport, but unfortunately, every time I go to a show that has Ryan at it, he always ends in like the first half of his freestyle, if even. So hopefully that doesn't happen again, and we can see some good performance from Ryan because it seems like it's a luck problem. Caleb Blood, honestly, apart from maybe Joe Foley and Mike Christensen, I think Kayla Blood might be in trouble with the series. Not because she's a bad driver, but she's really gonna have to pick up her driving style going from Series Red to Series West because there's a lot new challenges with this tour. Corey, Big Air, cool stuff. Same thing with Colt, Big Air. Camden Murphy, easily top five drivers in the sport. Really excited to see what he'll do. He could have a shot at winning this series, but he just has to be a little more consistent. If I would say anything in racing, we'll see if he can do that. Chris Kohler, nothing to say except crazy stuff. Yeah. Jim Kohler, definitely, I think this year was probably his best season of the 2020s so far. It's hard to say directly. I know the World Finals didn't go how he wanted to, but overall, he had some good momentum and a lot more good freestyles this year. Joe Foley, I'm really excited to see because his run in Glendale, I think it's one of the most underrated runs of last year. The amount of momentum he put into that was insane. Easily his best freestyle overall, minus the fact he didn't do a backflip. But I mean, you're not going to let that be a big thing. He hit every big jump that you could on that track. He did excellent. Mike Christensen, if it was 2 years ago, I'd be like, okay, it's Mike. Now, looking at it, I'm actually pretty excited to see what he'll do. His 2023 season was awesome, and I know he'll get something similar this year. Maybe some more improvement there. And David Olfert, I have been waiting for this stadium series since 2022. I was very upset that he got replaced by Travis for the 2023 season. I wanted to see what he could do after his run in Glendale in 2022. So getting stadiums for a series is easily the most exciting thing about next year's lineups to me. So I'm really looking forward to see what David Olfert will do. Stadium Series West, it's the one to look out for. And coming into a close for the Monster Jam preview of this, we have Series East, which, to be honest, it kind of just looks like a copy and paste of almost every Series Red we've had recently, but I'll let you take the lead on this one.
Well, we got Tom Meninga. He tripled down Superstar Challenge. People are saying he is the best grave digger driver known to man. I'm saying he's good, but I'm saying he's not the best. I mean, he's a good driver, but I agree with you, Jack. I mean, I prefer Adam because when it comes to Adam, he's still doing old school stuff, like for example, like cross threads, slap willies, and I love that. I love that what Adam does. And don't get me wrong, Tyler's a good driver. Like he knows how to do moonwalks, stoppies, and bicycles, but like he's not the best grave digger driver. I'm just saying, but I have a feeling that Tyler might win this series, if anything. Then we got the GOAT himself, Tom Ince, to do his farewell season. Um, I will be seeing him hopefully for his last show, Wolf Finals SoFi. This is gonna be farewell season. Hopefully, last year for his 20th anniversary, it could have been better, but I believe all because when his dad died, he got a little. His style wasn't himself, and I believe he finished third first Sam Series Red last year. And hopefully for his final season, he can do better. I can see him definitely winning maybe this championship. Maybe he can win two more World Finals championships. We'll see. And then Lindsey Reed coming back to stadiums since Cynthia's pregnant. Lindsey Reed will be replacing Cynthia, be trying to look so stabilizer. I mean, she did a cartwheel in Superstar. That was cool, but we'll have to find out what she can do for this series. And then we got the boy from Peoria, Arizona, Tyler Duke, drawing back Megalodon. He did all right last year. I think the highlight for him last year was when he did that Leduc leap
The
from
Duke
that
Loop,
backflip,
yep.
the Leduc loop from that backflip ramp for World Finals last year. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I can definitely see him top five again. And then we got Bryce Kenny, one of my favorite drivers to talk to. Great guy, very consistent when it comes to doing moonwalks and stoppies. You can definitely see him doing top five. And then making his stadium debut, Tristan England. He deserves it, but it's not his own truck. It's a new truck, Digatron, which it's a pretty interesting truck. I can see why Tristan England's around the truck, but I just kind of wish he was still driving Earthshaker. But it's still Tristan England. I think Tristan is the king when it comes to doing moonwalks because he knows how to do it, consistency and everything. Then coming back from the tall logo is Jamie Garner. I wish he was still driving. He was still driving Overport, but I mean it's fine. He did all right last year for a first time driving El Toro Loco. And then we got Cole Vernard, Black Pearl. Hey, he's an amazing guy. I love it when he does that backflip and he does the walk to the plank. Love that move. Then we got the Pags, Matt and Nick. Nick last year probably his best season yet, especially when he did that Tampa crash, and then I believe he got that overall in Syracuse last year, I believe. Then of course we got Matt Pags around Jester again. Uh, he may be old, but hey, he knows how to do reverse poppers and he's knows how to do backflips. That's pretty cool. Then here comes the boom. We got Ryan Dishrun and Shaker.
I should totally play that song for this stream right now.
Well, you want to get copyrighted or?
No, I'm on guitar. I could bring out my
uh,
guitar.
oh, well, Ryan Dishrun, pretty great driver. Last year in Glendale, the fall show, easily one of the best saves I witnessed in my life. Uh, Bro, watch out for this guy, because Ryan Disherum, you have no idea what this guy's gonna do. Then we got Bad Company, John Gordon, um, pretty good driver as well. For Glendale, second time I saw him was in Glendale last year. He did all right in Glendale. He won racing, which was pretty cool. Very fast truck, so hopefully we see something from John Gordon.
There's a lot more to unpack with this tour than it looks on the surface, because overall it is really similar to the past two series reds we've seen, but there are some very unique things. First of all, Tyler and Tom on a tour, that's a first. I'd say they are the well, voice crack. I'd say they are the two most technical drivers in the sport as of now. Maybe not including Ryan. So it'll be interesting to see what they can do. I think Adam does have that style that I prefer, but Tyler has a style that I think will compete with Tom better. Tom known for making his own moves like the momentum moonwalks or the maximum moonwalks. I think Tyler's the only person that could really compete with unique moves like that, so I think that that's actually going to be a pretty good pairing to watch compete. Tom on his farewell tour, I'm really excited because he said he was going to be running a lot of the older Max D bodies all throughout the season. So I'm excited to see. What different bodies he might pull out, like maybe the Blackout Max D, maybe Decade of Destruction, Classic Maximum Destruction.
I want to see Maximum Destruction again so bad. I
I
love
think
that
we'll see
body.
it.
I
Maybe even
love
at
that
the
body
World
so
Finals.
much.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna see that Classic Maximum Destruction. I'll be surprised if we don't. Um, Lindsey Reed, honestly, I know people are still bitter about her winning the World Finals, but I think she's a little overlooked in Stadium. She got big air last year in Orlando, got big air again at the Superstar, so I'm ready to see what she could do here. She'll definitely take advantage of the opportunity, and she's basically guaranteed a spot with the World Finals since she already has that World Championship. So she's gonna have a lot more prep time for that with a full season as well. Todd LeDuc, I know he's not very happy about Megalodon still, but Uh, he did have a lot of off events this season, but you can't call him a bad driver. He's one of the best that there is. Veteran, he knows how to do a lot of different moves, and I also have bias towards Todd LeDuc, so there's that for anything I say about that. Bryce Kenny. Bryce Kenny, there's not a lot to say. He's a dark horse. He'll definitely get some good stuff in there, but I don't see him winning every single week. Uh, Tristan England, personally, I think he was a pretty interesting choice for this series with Cody and Brianna and Armando all still in arenas, but I could see where they were coming from with the decision, and I think he is going to do well. Every stadium event he did this year did go pretty well. I actually think there were only 3, but he did good at all 3 of them. He won World Racing. He did great in New Orleans, and he did great at the Superstar, so I'm ready to see what he'll do. Jamie Garner, I think he's had a very odd mixture of seasons. 2020 was like one of his best tours ever, but then last year it was very rough and very bumpy, so I'm not going to say he's a bad driver. He's a great driver. He can do most things, minus maybe moonwalks or things like that. So I'll probably see him ending lower pack, but I do think he's still a great driver at the end of the day. Cole Vennard, Black Pearl, easy contender for best independent in the sport. Not much else to say there. Matt Pagliarulo, I'm excited to see what he'll do because although he hasn't had a season as good as his 2020 season was since coming out of the pandemic, last year he had a couple runs, looking at like Houston or any run where like Detroit's also a good example. He still has it in him if he just puts the work to it. So I think if he gets some good momentum going in his runs, we could see a good season for Matt. Nick Pagliarulo, I'm still mad he didn't make it to World Finals 22 for Mainfield. He definitely deserved it. But you know what? Coming into this series, if he comes in with that same competitiveness all year long, no doubt he'll make it back into that lineup. Ryan Disharoon Shaker, not the best, but certainly not the worst driver in the sport. He can do a lot of things, working on those nose wheelies a lot. Him and John and a whole different fleet. They're getting new systems put in their trucks for fuel injection systems or something like that. I don't really remember what it was. I know that Monster Jam does have limitations, but if they don't have those for what they were practicing with, I think we'll see some really fast driving for Ryan, John, anyone getting those. So it's going to be notable to see what Ryan Disharoon will do with a higher performing truck this season. His freestyle game definitely has picked up since 2022. 2022 was a really rough season for him. 2023, pretty decent. And then postseason this year, of course, with Glendale and winning freestyle in Houston, Ryan Disharoon is ready to go. John Gordon, fast racer, good freestyler, not a ton of unique stuff to say. And that is successfully all 5 Monster Jam series done. Let me know what you guys think about these series, but I am definitely really excited for the year. And the piece of news, not with Monster Jam and for the 2 of us, comes in for this weekend. So what are our plans coming into this weekend? Hold on. Hold on, guys. Something cut up. There we go. I fixed it. Okay. This weekend, yes. I'm trying to remember dates here. January 6th and January 7th, I hope those are the right dates. There are, what?
I'm saying that's correct.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so January 6th, January 7th, we are both going to be going to shows. And one of those shows, which we'll get to in a second, we are going to both be there. So I'm going to start this off here with the first event I'll be attending because the other one is one we'll both be doing, so we'll get to there in a second. So Prescott Valley, the toughest monster truck tour is coming, and I will be there January 6th on Saturday. Really exciting, and the lineup is going to deliver. We got Tim Jones, whole fleet from Team DCT, uh, Tyler Groth. You know, there's a lot to look forward to in this lineup. There's no such thing as a bad toughest show, and getting to see Tim Jones is going to be one of the most exciting things ever. This is also my first ever proper arena event, so I'm 100% looking forward to that. I've been having with that on my bucket list for years and years and years, and finally getting able to make it happen this season, and actually the first weekend of the Monster Truck season is going to be awesome. I can't wait to see what these drivers will do, and I can't wait to see how that show goes. The other show I'll let you tell them about because we're both going to be there, and you're actually going to be there before me.
Well, this weekend, coming back from last year after a successful show, 2 Extreme is coming back to Chandler, Arizona, and we got a very good lineup. We got Bounty Hunter, Hot Tamale, Scarlet Bandit, Shark Bite, Obsessed, Pretty Obsessed, and coming back
Oh my.
2016, we got the legend himself, Dennis Anderson. We driving the Extreme King Sling. I'm so happy because I have never met the man. He's the reason why I'm a fan for 17 years now. And if it wasn't for him, like, I still wouldn't watch Monster Jam to this day. So I'll be going to both shows while my buddy Jackie will be going to Toughest. I wish I was going to Toughest because I want to see Tim MF Jones cook, because Tim Jones can cook. Well, except for Monster Jam, because I don't know what he was cooking when he was at Monster Jam. But it's Tim Jones. He can cook either way, and hopefully next year they can come back. I will definitely go next year, but this year I just want to go 2 Extreme again because Dennis will be there. And hey, I love 2 Extreme, especially with Bounty Hunter, Scarlet Bandit. Those 2 trucks, they've been my favorite trucks since I was a kid. And first time seeing the Shark Bite truck, which is pretty cool, and Hot Tamale, pretty interesting. And yeah, be very good shows. Weather for Sunday, we might rain, so we might experience a muddy show. Might be interesting,
Especially with Dennis.
especially with Dennis, because Dennis equals mud. Uh, that's how Dennis originated during the mud bogs from back in the day. So we will see.
Yeah. There's a sorry, like halfway through that I randomly yelled. I opened the page for the website and this video just like screamed at me. That was terrifying. Um yeah, there's a lot to unpack with this show. Um the lineup's a little different because Jimmy Cretan's not going to be there for first quarter this year, if at all. Actually, I'm not too sure.
That's correct. He's having hip surgery right now. I think he'll probably come back like around the springtime. As of right now, it will be sorry if I pronounced his last name wrong. Rob Putri, I think that's his name.
You just about got it, I think.
Yeah. Then Mike Bristow will be drawing Hot Tamale because Don Cretan was drawing Scholar Bandit, and then we got Dan Delgram drawing Struck Bite. They'll be pretty interesting as well. Of course, Kingsling, Dennis Anderson, and will you be driving the right trucks again?
If they're included with the.
They are included with the VIP pass.
Oh, cool. You know that the ride trucks were listed on the website, and now they're just like gone. Oh, here they are. Okay.
Well,
Here it is.
I mean, it's the same ride trucks from last year.
Yeah, it's Don Sanger in Redneck Road Trip, and Dan Dahlgreen in Knucklehead. That doesn't sound right. No clue.
Well, that's not the updated lineup. Well, the pictures I showed you.
Yeah, those didn't have the ride trucks. Oh no, they did. Yeah, it's Corey Keinel and Mike Nugent.
Mike Nugent. Yep, he's that guy. He's been a comedian for many years now.
So I'm actually not familiar with Dan Dahlgreen from a competitive perspective. What is he like? What's his driving like?
Well, if you remember last year, he drove at this show. He was driving brutal at this one show, and I believe he did like an endo.
Oh, was that at the Evansville?
Yes, yeah, he drove brutal from that show.
I did not know
yeah,
that.
He's a pretty good driver. He's a pretty good driver.
I actually didn't know he drove there. I thought that was just Michael Brister.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm glad that Unfortunately, Austin Minton will be returning, but Michael Brister, I'm definitely glad he's back because he had probably the. And it's not even a probably. He had the best performance overall this past time than any other driver there. Even Jimmy Creighton. I mean, Jimmy won racing, and he had some cool skills things, and he won freestyle because he has the cheat factor of doing the cool stunt, which he didn't even drive for. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's probably a back problem because that was full send thing. Um, yeah, I'm honestly really looking forward to this. Um, if it rains, I'll honestly be even more excited for this show because the rain. I've never gone to a mud show before, and independent event like this with this kind of lineup and dentist, it's the perfect time to get rain. So if we're going to get rain, I'm honestly hoping that that show gets it because that would be really cool to see. It might be cold, honestly, and I still don't have a jacket to wear. I've been going around in a t-shirt this whole winter.
Yeah,
Um,
so I probably have to bring some ponchos.
oh yeah, I'm gonna have a shirt, my vest, a poncho, and a jacket. I'm gonna have everything. Um, Definitely excited for this event, and you never know, those track conditions could make it even cooler. And he is going to Saturday show here. I'm going to Saturday show for the toughest, but we are both going to the Sunday show for 2 Extreme, which means the Zona brothers are going to be back this weekend. There at the show 2 for 2 Extreme, which is really exciting. Not too sure what the plans are. Probably do some stuff in the pit party. Um,
Uh, I did bought some new microphones, so I'll be testing out for this weekend.
all right,
Should be probably to do some driver interviews, so that's cool with you.
for sure. So we got interviews. We'll if the ride truck's included, we'll probably both be on there, which I believe you just said it was. Um,
Well, wait, hold
Possibly.
up. So I'm actually, I only got VIP tickets for Saturday. I
All
just
right.
got regular tickets for Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hang on. Yeah. Um, we are both gonna be in the pit party. I'll be doing a ride truck. Hopefully, last time I sat in the front, which was dumb because there's the least whip there. You gotta be in the back, but oh well. I'll not make that same mistake this time. You can let me know how they are coming out of show 1 though. Um, Other than that, uh, a lot of good things to look forward to. Um, and you said there might be some other people there, I believe, too, possibly.
Yeah. A buddy Phil Vincianza, he will be there. And then we got, of course, we got our buddy Michael Giraffa. And then I got another buddy of mine coming all the way from California, actually. He's also
Oh,
going to be at the toughest show as well, believe it or not.
that's
And
pretty cool.
he's also going to the Sunday show for 2 Extreme. So yeah, that's pretty chill. So with me, you, we got Michael, Phil. Yeah, about 5 people that I know is going to be there. So that's pretty cool.
Sunday's gonna cook, I'll tell you that.
Oh, it is.
All
And
5 of us.
if it is gonna rain, then we are gonna have a muddy show.
I mean, we're probably gonna be at the top of the stands anyway for better video,
Yep,
but
for sure.
honestly, no matter what happens, what the track conditions are, this is gonna be a good show. I already know it. Um, Dennis is there either way, so no matter what the track's like, we're gonna have a good run in there. Um, so yeah, everything to look forward to at this event. Lots of people will be there. Zona Brothers are coming back. Great lineup. We got Obsessed and Pretty Obsessed as well. I don't remember if we
Yeah,
had.
first time. Oh yeah, first I've seen Pretty Obsessed. So I'm so excited to see that truck. And if I heard, I know the Obsession team will be having a new merch they're gonna be selling this year. So if you
Nice.
are an obsessed fan, please get your merch.
Yep. Um, Great show. Not too much else to say. Kind of went over the 3 biggest notes for this. The one thing we never actually talked about, which is pretty simple overall, we had 2 new track styles debut this past fall, which were the new version of Paperclip with the bowl and whatever you want to call the track from Houston. I don't really know for sure, but odds are, based on the past, those are the tracks we'll see for the 2024 season, unless they pull like a switch on us. So, are you excited to see those tracks?
Oh, I am, man. If I'm wrong, which I don't know if this will be true or not, the track that we saw in Glendale in fall will be the track for Series East. I'm not too sure if that's true, but we will see this weekend. And then for that one track that we saw in Houston, I thought that was a pretty cool track. Maybe that'll be the West track. Who knows? But I was a pretty big fan of that track.
Yeah, I think both the tracks are pretty good. So, we'll have to see what they decide on for Paperclip, since there was the Glendale version and there was the Arlington version. Honestly, I think the Arlington version will run a lot smoother while still having some ragged edge driving to it. But whichever choice they make, the drivers are going to have to learn how to work with it. If Series West ends up with really either of those tracks, I'd be really excited to see what would go down at our show, especially with us having the biggest track. Drivers always find ways to go way bigger than anywhere else when it comes to our show. And especially with St. Louis style kind of tracks. So I think that if we do get that track from Houston, it has a pretty similar flow for freestyle, and that could be pretty cool to see. But yeah, I think both those tracks are pretty good, and I'm really hoping that they both run this season. Other than that, I don't know if there's a ton else to talk about here. If there's anything I missed, you can bring it up now. But other than that, I think we've covered most stuff.
I think that's all we had to say.
Yeah. All right. That was a great way to kind of bring us into the season. Before you guys go, there is one piece of news that you guys may or may not have seen. And that is for the 2024 season. I have a new video format I'm going to try. So, I watch every stadium event that happens already on my own time, but I figured if I'm already going to watch it, I might as well react to it as well. So, I'm going to be doing reaction commentaries for any events that I have not seen using your guys' footage per permission. So, I'm really excited for that series to come out. I haven't done a ton of stuff like it, but doing commentary for BMG events was something I enjoyed doing. So I'd gladly do it for these normal events. You never know, maybe sometimes we could get some other people onto those shows too. But I mean, I don't really have any scheduling plans for them. I'll just turn on my computer and get to recording. But you never know. Maybe we'll get some special guests on sometime. Maybe Max, maybe Wayne. You never know what could happen there. But definitely a lot to look forward to with that new series. To me, as the person who will be making them, and it's a lot more content for you guys. So I'm definitely looking forward to that series. But apart from that, that's just about everything there is to know about the 2024 season. What will your 2024 season schedule be in overall for this year?
Uh, well, let's see. Last year I did 27 shows last year. It's a lot
Really?
for me. Yep, that's a lot for me. Um, Maybe, hopefully do something similar this year. I'm hoping to go to the last two Tucson shows. If anything, I'm just going to one, but hopefully I'm going to the other Tucson show, the last show for Tucson, and of course County Fair, Maricopa County Fair. Believe, just double check when is that.
It's I think the 7th through the 14th overall. Not sure about monster trucks.
Okay. April 5th through the 14th. Okay,
Ah,
so that's before Glendale. That's fine. Could definitely go there. And of course, Glendale. I will be helping out from the Glendale show. That will be pretty cool.
oh yeah. What is he gonna do? Like track crew?
Just like pit party, like set up the pit party and everything.
Nice.
It'll be pretty cool. And then of course, after that, World Finals in SoFi.
Oh, so you are
Excited to
going there.
go. I am going. Yes, I am going. I
Nice.
have to. I have to see Tom's last run.
I'm
Um,
I'm really on the train I'm trying to convince someone to drive me there right now. I honestly I I'll bring out the $200 for the seat, but like I gotta get there. I have to do it.
Then of course August, if anything, Hot Wheels will be coming back in Glendale. Look, I don't care if the show sucks. It's still Monster Trucks. I have to go, okay? It's Monster Trucks at the end of the day. I don't care. And of course, State Fair. That'll be awesome to go. It's awesome to be backstage and everything. It's awesome
For
that
sure.
we can record that we can record the shows and we can upload them. Even though didn't get a lot of good views, it's still fun to be at the State Fair. And then after that, probably Glendale will come back in October, I believe. And then we'll see. We'll see for that year.
Yeah. There's a lot of Nitro Tour as well in the spring is
Oh
also
yeah,
coming back.
yeah. I forgot about that.
Me too. It's like kind of just crept up on us again. Oh, okay. So, honestly, pretty similar schedule here. World Finals is still a big maybe, but I'm trying, guys. I'm seeing what I could do, how much I have to put into it. But I want to get to that show. Gotta see Tom's Last Freestyle. And that would be my first World Finals ever. Really hoping I can make it. If I don't, Max will be there, have everything for you guys anyway. Um, but I'm really hoping I can get that. I won't be in Tucson. So I just have a slightly smaller schedule than his overall, but pretty much we go to all the same events, being in the same state, and going to every show we both can. So, yeah. Pretty similar schedules overall, and definitely looking forward to the 2024 season. Any last words you have here for this episode?
Well, I'd like to make an announcement. I am bringing back my points competition.
Nice. Okay.
If you remember that, a couple years ago, I did some points competition from the original Monster Jam game and Urban Assault. I'm canceling the Urban Assault season because I didn't like the quality of the videos back in the day. When I still have my old iPhone, I don't know why, but when it comes to uploading like over 30-minute videos, I have to record 720p, which, by the way,
Ah.
720p like this time of season, it sucks. And with my new phone,
Oh, audio cut out. Hold on. I think he died, guys. He died. He just disappeared. Hold on. No clue what happened there. I'll see what just happened, but yeah, he just vanished. Um, no clue, man. That's strange. He was mid sentence as well. Um, not really anything I can do about that. Uh, I'll check up on that though. I know it's a black screen. I'm trying to see if I can get anything figured out here, but he got RII'd. Oh no. um, yeah. Man, that's unfortunate. Um, I don't know, guys. Um, well, hold on. Um, all right, I'm seeing if we could get an update here. Um, but let's see. Trying to get some word here from the pits behind the scenes with Max. Maxamudio, some issues. Hold on, guys. We're working through it. Not too sure what the truck problems are here, but he's broken. All right. It looks like unfortunately, Max Zamudio is not gonna be able to refire. He's done for the day. Um, Great stream, lots of fun. Never done anything like this. Um, well, I say that I actually have two other times, but this was probably the smoothest and most exciting stream that I've done with Max so far here for the podcast series, and this is the kickoff. The kickoff of season 2. So you know for sure that this season is going to be packed with all sorts of different action as the year goes on. So many different things to talk about. So many different shows I'll be attending. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time at the toughest monster truck tour, and then once again with Zona Brothers.